In the isolated town of Blackwood Hollow, shrouded in a perpetual fog, the formidable Harrington mansion cast its sinister shadow upon the land. The once proud family, now tainted by a series of inexplicable deaths, stood as a chilling testament to the dangers of unchecked ambition and greed. The Harrington Company, a prosperous enterprise built upon ruthless determination and cunning business acumen, had been the lifeblood of the town. Its founder, Nathaniel Harrington, was a relentless man with a piercing gaze, capable of bringing even the most stalwart of men to their knees. It was his unwavering drive that had birthed a sprawling empire, one that would ultimately bring darkness to the Harrington family. But beneath the veneer of success and respectability, Nathaniel harbored a dark secret. He was a predator, preying on the most vulnerable members of society, the children of Blackwood Hollow. His vile actions went unnoticed for years, as the town was too dependent on the Harrington Company for their livelihoods. As the years passed, the company's influence grew, its tendrils weaving through every aspect of Blackwood Hollow. The townspeople, once proud and self-sufficient, were now caught in the iron grip of the Harrington Empire. Factories belched black smoke into the sky, and the once thriving main street lay in a state of disrepair. And yet, the townspeople persevered, clinging to hope in the face of seemingly insurmountable adversity. As the whispers of Nathaniel's unspeakable crimes began to circulate, a terrible curse took root within the Harrington family. The first to fall was Nathaniel himself. Found lifeless in his study, his face contorted in terror, and his hands clutching an ancient tome, his death marked the beginning of the family's tragic descent into darkness. Eleanor Harrington, Nathaniel's devoted wife, was the next to be claimed by the mysterious affliction. She became consumed by nightmarish visions, the spectral figures that haunted her dreams growing more vivid with each passing day. Despite her family's best efforts to save her, Eleanor eventually succumbed to the darkness. Her lifeless body was found at the foot of the grand staircase, her once beautiful face a mask of fear. As the family's dark legacy continued, the curse struck the next generation with even greater ferocity. James Harrington, the eldest son, was found drowned in the murky waters of the lake that bordered the family estate. His sister Elizabeth fell victim to a mysterious and wasting illness that left her a mere shell of her former self. With each passing day, the shadows that haunted the family grew darker and more potent. The townspeople of Blackwood Hollow could only watch as the once great Harrington family unraveled before their eyes. They spoke in hushed tones about the whispers of betrayal, the sacrifices made in the name of ambition, and the terrible fate that seemed to await the remaining family members. It was in this atmosphere of dread and uncertainty that young William Harrington, the last surviving heir, inherited the family business. Desperate to escape the curse that had claimed his family, he threw himself into the company, hoping that his efforts might be enough to break the cycle of death and despair. Yet as the years passed, it became clear that the darkness would not be denied. The curse, born of Nathaniel's heinous actions, sought retribution against the entire Harrington bloodline. William's once promising life began to unravel as he was haunted by the spectral figures of his ancestors, their voices echoing through the empty halls of the Harrington mansion, a constant reminder of the terrible legacy he was bound to uphold. In the end, consumed by guilt and unable to bear the weight of his family's dark legacy, William succumbed to the darkness. The townsfolk discovered him one fateful morning, lifeless and cold, surrounded by the remnants of his ancestors' shattered dreams. The Harrington Company, once a beacon of prosperity, now stood as a harrowing monument to the family's tragic fall from grace. As the sun set on the Harrington mansion, the town of Blackwood Hollow began the slow process of healing. New families moved in, unaware of the horrors that had once befallen the land, and the once abandoned Main Street began to show signs of life once more. Yet, despite the passage of time, the Harrington mansion remained a constant reminder of the darkness that had once consumed the town. Its towering spires cast long shadows, and on moonless nights, the whispers of the past could be heard echoing through its empty halls. In the depths of the mansion, hidden beneath layers of dust and decay, the dark secrets of the Harrington family lay dormant, waiting for an unwitting soul to stumble upon them. The ancient tomes and forbidden rituals remained locked away, their sinister power contained for the time being. But in the world of darkness and shadows, There is no such thing as a permanent respite, and the malevolent forces that had once torn the Harrington family apart now bided their time, patiently waiting for the moment when they would rise again. Though the curse seemed to have run its course with the death of William, the town of Blackwood Hollow could never truly escape the consequences of Nathaniel's despicable acts. The children he had preyed upon carried the scars of their abuse for the rest of their lives, and their suffering echoed through generations. The once thriving community remained forever changed, a somber reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath even the most prosperous of facades. And so, the tale of the Harrington family serves as a chilling cautionary tale. The people of Blackwood Hollow would never forget the horrors that had befallen them, the sinister shadows that still lingered in the corners of their eyes, and the heavy price that had been paid for one man's unfathomable evil. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more true scary stories.